What, like James Bond gold? Oh, yeah.
You know, he stops with the tank. Yeah, just get one of those in there.
Yeah, that's what you need. It's another one of the old silent movie rounds. So Fazan kills Trials. You know, you've got to keep it quite calm. And we're back in. Now's where the action kicks off. Harry C going to come through. Brody goes down. It's all on Saibo, who's now lost his lips. And so is Trouble. Crit comes in with a hat trick towards the end there. It's quite nice for him.
Yeah, PMC with a pretty standard pistol round by them. Crit with that 3K as well, so that was a very good start by him. I spoke about him before in the pre-game show, you could say, talking about how he's made a little bit of an impact and he's doing quite well for the old PMC squad. So we'll see exactly how things are going to pan out. They are just being patient, just going to see if they can get any pokes, try and bait anyone out, but just barely misses that. Dexy will be on 67 HP. But I like this at the moment. I've just been patient, waiting for the first pick, see if I can get any info just to see exactly what's happening. But Eamon's been quite aggressive here to see if he can find out if they're going to push from A or go around to execute B side.
Emin, obviously representing the Wu-Tang clan there. So you know he's nothing to mess with.
I wouldn't mess with him, to be fair.
Obviously not. He rolls with groups of ghetto gamers with biscuits. Oh, Emin, can he find the initial frag? A bit of a spam comes through. Should be able to take down Brody if he gets the first one. Adjusts, can't quite do it though. If that would have been a 2-for-1, it would have been a huge opener in the round, but instead they trade, and actually now they're on the back foot as well. London Lynx, they could try and advance from this. They're into a 4 versus 3. Brody is quite low, but he can go in through the back line. So right now they reposition, slowly making their way over towards that B site. Going to try and go in for a late execute. Some utility though for PMC for the retake. It's just flashbangs. Full house of them, but I've only got the one kit. There's no real smokes. You don't have the Molotov either. They're going to go for the plan on the A site as well. Fazan rotating back around, switches out to the M4. He can peek from A2 right now. He can spot bomb train. You can't quite see. They still don't have the info. They're only now going to realize it's a play on the A site, and it's going to be a bit of an awkward retake for them.
Yeah, Brody just manages to get up high, but Fazan finally knows he's there. And of course, Brody is only on 10 HP. He will be playing it patiently. Harry C just drop down pop and just, you know, pretty standard, takes him out anyway. It's nice to take him out anyway. Fazan gets one of his own as well, and Trials, or Hyper, whatever you want to be called, managed to get Harry, but sadly does get taken down by Fazan. So even though London Lynx didn't win that round, at least got a chunk of change for the next buy.
Yeah, they keep themselves through. Obviously for London Lynx, they needed to try and get a bomb plant down. Pretty close round. A few little adjustments here and there. Maybe it could have gone in their way, but instead it does fall back in favor of PMC. But still quite close, as their economy isn't going to be too chuffed with that. We've lost one man as well. We've lost the Wu-Tang fan.
Eamon, yeah. Eamon, whatever you want to be called. But yeah, I'm glad he didn't make us wait too long. I know some people enjoy that.
Yeah.
No, just for giggles, you know.
That's my favourite pastime too, to be fair.
What's that?
I always leave the server and, you know, give it a good 20 minutes, and then rejoin and go, hey.
You know, some of the teams I've played against in the past, they would literally, if you're on a high morale, like high momentum, or, you know, full of octane or whatever, literally they will not just take a timeout, but they'll take like a 10-minute break or disconnect just to calm our mentality down. So, you know, I've had that in the past. Not really good. Doesn't do them any favours, to be fair, either. But yeah, I'm sure Eamon didn't do that either. I don't think so anyway.
Probably not. I reckon his mouse came out.
Yeah?
Yeah, it just fell out.
Just like that, did it?
Yeah, it just fell out. Does happen. Unexpected disconnects, obviously. That's not what you want. So, back into the action now as well. Round number 3. PMC, they've got 2 rounds of their belts already. London Lynx, they've got a couple of Deagles thrown into the mix there. 1 P250, actually, 1 Glock on Trouble. And Trials just rocking the dirty Deagle, seeing if he can try and get a big entry with that. Emin, playing on the close angle, hit towards Pop. Stick his head in, go for the info. There's a little bit of ruckus, going to be hearing these audio cues, but still no reason to overcommit or go for anything too wild. They've just got to hold their own and wait for the push to come towards them. Lynx get away with that as well. Drop down towards Pop, get the info, quickly go back up the ladder. And now it's going to cause them to constantly be on his toes as well, focusing on drop.
What I like about Emma did last game is, sorry, the last round, is the fact that he's playing really aggressive on that on the A site, and he kind of made London Lynx now this round think he's going to do it again, or just been a little bit unorthodox just to put the pressure on them, which is good. But obviously now, yeah, change sides. Harry is trying to find any info he can on Lynx just to see they will put any pressure, but eventually it does look like now Lynx may try and execute this B site and try and put the pressure on them.
It's one man, now supported by a second in Dexy. As Harry C and co are just going to try and hold and see if they can ward this off when the push does actually come in. Flashbang launched out, tried to daze him a little bit, slow this down, but here comes the execute really. The smoke going to be chucked across. The flash is to aid him. They do have the angle. They're not going to be able to be seen. Harry C doesn't go for a spam through the smoke either. They just push straight towards him. They've only got the Glocks and the Deagles to work with, so it's a bit of a struggle, but they do find the first frag. Crit and co now on the response as well. They're there rapidly, but the bomb's actually been dropped as well. They've killed the planter. Brody can't win the round. It's over anyway.
That was such a shame as well. I'm not sure who that was who was spraying through the smoke. I can't remember from the top of my head, but the spray was there, but sadly the passing was in his favour. Just barely missed just a few shots on whoever that was weak. But looking at the stats now, still pretty even. Nothing too much has changed so far. Trouble hasn't got a frag on the board yet, but it's still early days going into this next round, this full buy. And it looks like Harry's going to maybe change up a little bit, see if we can get some early info on the old Lynx guys.
It's London Lynx, you've got the 3 players there over towards Ivy. It's just the 2. One of them's gone back to grab the bomb, that'll be Tarus. 2 other players just grouped up as well. It's the above Pop. Just trying to toy with Harry C here, keep him busy as the flashbangs go through. He's just holding his angle, no reason to peek, doesn't really want to go for the cross. Just got to wait for the time, and Emin as well, still lying in wait towards close Pop Dog. First frag will be frowned, but it's actually Fazan that overpowers Tarus. They've only got a minute on the clock as well, and they're just going in staggered, one by one. They're offering the firefights with no potential for a trade. There's no way they can really assist each other. At this point, you've got 3 players left, 2 rifles, 1 AWP on Brody, and it needs to be a last-second decision. They just got to try and go for a play, maybe just burst out towards the A site, but it's either that or save at this point.
Yeah, PMC have been doing a really good job so far. I was very interested to see exactly how they would do on this buy round, but I've been pretty impressed so far. Harry will push in. Sadly doesn't get taken out, but just see if he can get enough information. Obviously, Trials does take him down. Dexy will try and find that pick on him, but so far Crit does take out Trials, gets the trade. A late trade, but a trade of fat. Trouble does manage to get that shot on Crit, but Dexy again managed to finish him off. So far, seems like PMC's CT's been, yeah, even though it's quite early, quite impressive so far.
Yeah, London Lynx as well, just looking a little bit lost into that round. Lots of 1-for-1 faces, not really pushing together. It just looked a little bit staggered. I didn't really have too much of an idea of what it's going to go for in the round, so chalk that up to whatever, I guess, at this point. PMC, though, good start on that CT side. If they can try and build with it and get as big as a buffer as possible, that's the ideal goal on a map like Train. London Lynx just going to go for a burst-style play, but they're going to run straight through the molly. So much damage is going to be done. Harry C able to clean up 3 of them. Brody sent off to the Burns ward, 2 others laid out as they get set up on a date with the Coroner, and it is only Trouble that remains as well. CZ in hand, tagged down just 51 HP, tries the backpedal, but he will be slain by Emin. That's now 5 clean rounds on the trot there for PMC.
Yeah, that was a fantastic molly by Harry, and of course, does get that 3K to complement his efforts, and Emin got that 2 of his own. And we noticed a lot there. With London Lynx, they've been playing a lot of their buy rounds very slow, very passive, trying to at least find a loophole in PFC's setup, but it seems like so far they might try a bit more of an aggressive play, and it seems like they're working out for them. This could be London Lynx's first round, depending on exactly if Fazan can get pick of his own or stop him from going through sight.
So you've got Brody there who got the pick with the AWP. Trouble as well, he's starting to slay with the AK. Needs to continue on dealing damage with the Kalashnikov, as right now there's only 3 players remaining on the side of PMC. Bit of a slight scratch left on Fazan, but nothing he can't buff out, as he will just tuck up and post up and wait for the push to come through. Flashbang goes across. Fazan trying to go deep here. Gets the kill on Tarus, but he is left with just 52 points of health, so not really in a great spot. And this retake is going to test them to the best of their abilities, but Cyber eliminated. Fazan comes through, as he's just able to pick them to pieces. Already 2 frags found to his name. He has been a major set piece for PMC into this round. Still continues further as well. Trials left on just 5 HP. Crit comes in, lands a tag on the first. The nade will blow up the second, and it's all down to Dexy and Brody. He's got the angle on him, but he misses the free shot. Oh. Brody with the trade back.
That was really unfortunate. That could have taken him to 6, and sadly for them, Dexy does miss that shot. Quite, I wouldn't say like too much of an easy shot, but it's just a shame that maybe, I wouldn't say the pressure got to him. It's just, you know, everyone has a good and bad days. One of those things, it happens, but 5 rounds in favour of PMC, but they need to make sure that they don't give London Lynx any more momentum. They need to make sure to keep that pressure on like they did in the earlier rounds.
So Wind and Rain have actually found success over WeHot as well in the other game off stream. So a good win for Wind and Rain to actually keep themselves going. Obviously sets them up for success going in versus Vex later tonight. But Brody C, with that kill, picks Harry. Fazan with a trade back on Trials though, so it's still a 4v4. It is going to favour the Ts. They're going to push their way round. Deep Smoke comes in, trying to block off towards Connector. Trying to go for a play on the A site, it would allude to. But are they going to commit to this? Instead, it looks like it is all just been a bit of a ruse. So lampooning as they go in towards the B site. Try and get that bomb down. They've got double molly to work with. You've got smokes for the entry. And there is no one on that B site. Dexy's the only one trying to play close from Connector. Watching the upper angle, but it's going to be the push straight out of ramp. He's got no chance.
I'm not sure Enel's got any sight on the scaffolding either, but Dexy does get one anyway. Gets 2 now, so definitely making up for last round. 4v2 now, 4v1 now in favour of PMC, and just like that, it's a nice cleanup. So I would say Dexy made up for that last round 100%, considering I think he was the only member of PMC on that site.
Yeah, that was huge. Found the first kill. It looked like that one should have been a free frag for him, but the second was just a big tag, really. Was able to flick his way around, find that pick, puts him into so much better of a position now. For London Lynx as well, it just looks a bit off. It just looks really stagnant.
They've tried a few different styles of play now. I think the first 5 rounds they're playing really slow. They're trying to find a pick, but it took too long doing it. But I think one of the main things was they probably didn't trade off too much. They didn't go in as a 2 and try and trade off any other players or their opponents. But they're doing it a little bit better now. They're slowly getting into swing of things, but getting access to the start a lot better as well. But we've seen it before. It was 3v5. If I remember rightly last time, and PMC always made that comeback. Sadly, Dexy missed that AWP shot. Can easily be done again in this round.
Yeah, there's this one where it is actually going to work out in their favour at the end. Harry C with the first kill, takes down Trouble. Fazan as well, able to get up close and punish with the AWP. Tarus does get the kill on Emin, and now they just need to push on him. They've got kits, both of them going to try and just keep him busy. Jump on the bomb at this point as well. You've got that free defuse there. PMC, they're going to win that round. Doesn't matter. London Lynx, you know, they get side control, they get the bomb down into good position, but they lose it out on the retake. PMC just too strong.
I thought there was a bit of body disrespect there, but, you know, I love a bit of that, you know.
What did he do?
I thought he shot someone with a P250 on someone from London Lynx, but I might be completely wrong. Might be just my eyes, might be just me, you know, old age, all that. So, yeah, I might have just, yeah,
Classic.
I'm just like hallucinating, like, do you know what I mean? Can happen, you know?
It's the algae. That's what it does. Tarus with the first Eagle kill. They takes down Dexy. Crit and Fazan as well coming back through. Fazan with a double. He's got the support. This dynamic duo just laying out everyone. As Crit also finds his second frag into the round. And Emin with a free backstab. Doesn't matter that his teammate has perished. It will be a simple kill for him. It's now an 8-1 scoreline. And they are just soaring ahead. Dominating against London Lynx right now.
Yeah, Fazan now 12-3. Really great start for PMC, and of course you've got the rest of the PMC guys. Literally, you know, quite similar KDs. No one really, everyone's putting in the effort. Everyone's, you could say letting down. But Brody also doing quite well on the old Lynx side. But it seems like now I've noticed that they're trying to put a lot more pressure on, a lot more aggressive style. It does work, but Pat's Money Cruise retakes just on another level compared to them.
So it's once again a 4 versus 5 retake. Oh, they set Crit up for success here majorly. They actually back across as well and allow him to get another dink in. Trials will go down. Trouble with the response. Gets the first with a flick up on Harry C. Evan just able to unleash against them with the M4. But no more noise is going to be made. They're all going to be stubbed up. The fire is starting to die down, and Dexy doesn't fancy walking straight into that extinguisher. Going to run away, try and fan onto the flames a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's going to back off, let him have that round. And of course he can, 1v3 with an AWP, especially on a map like Train. Very difficult. But PMC are going to be happy so far, you know. 8-2 on a map like Train. We know it's CT side. We know it's quite a bit of a pain. But so far I've been impressed. I've been impressed by PMC's setup. They've a lot of different styles thrown at them. But I feel like London Lynx, their aggressive style going into the site is working. But I feel like they're giving PMC too much room to actually progress onto the site. I think you saw that quite a lot, especially in those 2 or 3 rounds on the retakes. Or the retake attempts, you could say.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Just sort of the post rounds they were in, they didn't really have the best cash to work with, didn't have full nades. You know, not everyone was armed, and PMC were able to walk in and just step up. They had big confidence in the clutch rounds, were able to go huge. A little bit of luck mixed in there as well will always help. But for now, the shoe has been put on the other foot. And surprisingly, it's fit. You know, most shoes don't normally fit other people. It's pretty general that it'll be to one person, Harry. But yeah, they don't have much cash to play with is the point.
Oh, dearie me. Well, it seems like now they will be faking A. Even though they will be going to B. Dexy does get the molly down, but must get one anyway. 2 for him, maybe a third, but does try and get away, sadly. For him, he does get traded eventually. But Fazan gets one of his own. Brody knows the members of PMC are trying to make that retake, but Brody just making sure that can't come through him. Sadly, does miss one, but does manage to get another one just to keep him at bay. But we'll have to see if Emin does try and push that scaffolding.
It's actually just left on Emin now to clutch this one out. Launches out the molly, just dumps straight in, just goes straight down as well. Hits the deck, unfortunately for him. Nothing to cushion that blow. Brody, big round. This is what we wanted to see actually coming out from him. Very impactful player for that side. 15 frags, by far the top fragger right now, carrying them heads and tails above the rest. And he's got the AWP in his hands. This is the weapon that he can excel with. We've seen a little bit of that come into the prior round. Maybe this is where London Lynx can actually get something going for them. This should be a 4-8 scoreline. At that point, it's nowhere near as bad. You can try and build off that at the end of the half.
Especially in the second half. I'll be interested to see how Brody actually looks from there, considering how well he is doing on T side. But Trials will just be walking in. As you can see, PMC did stack A side, but now they are going to know that one member of London Lynx is on that B site. But Trouble cause a bit of mischief, you know, a bit of trouble as usual. But Harry does manage to get the trade off. But will they either wait for the exit frags or push in onto this site?
It's PMC. Harry sees the only one that really needs to fully commit and go for the save here. They can try hold off if they want to, so they don't give any extra cash away for free. But basically right now, just posted up, just looking to try and find those exit frags. Harry sees all the way over in T-spawn, so no one's really going to get there to find him. Emin and Co. Not really in crossfires, but maybe they can still find a frag anyway. That's a big dink. Emin could actually punish from this if he knows where he's coming from. Tries to get the shot on, but Cyber's just too fast from there.
Lynx managed to get a little bit of chunk of change. Take a couple down with him. But Fazan still doing really well, 13 and 6. And of course Brody 15 and 8. Nothing much has changed too much in the last couple of rounds, but it's great to see though, because if we saw a 12-3 or anything like that earlier from London, on the side of PMC, London Lynx would be in a lot of trouble considering if they lose the pistol round in that second half. So I'm glad that London Lynx managed to get a few more rounds on the board, maybe even a couple more, considering they're getting to the swing of things now, even though they did have that slow start.
Ooh, trouble. Playing with confidence right off the bat, but it's Emin to go huge with a double kill crit as well. Gives him a bit of help in hand when they need it. Starts to punish, but he goes down the end. Fazan, elevated angle, playing up from heaven. Starts to reposition and drop off, and as of right now, it is just a 2 versus 1 as well. London Lynx, they're not in a great spot. It's all up to Brody to actually clutch it out somehow with the AWP. 33 HP. It's Bogdan's Law. He can still punish with it. He's up close to the P250. Switches back to the AWP now, though, looking around, trying to clear these angles. If they give him 1v1s, don't play together, that's when Brody could win this.
And like I mentioned before in those early rounds, you've got 2 of the top fraggers at the moment, just trying to see exactly what's going on. We haven't really got much info on where Brody is, but he's so close to Fazan right now. Literally kind of like a Tom and Jerry thing, but slow motion at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, just the old game of cat and mouse. Which one is the mouse, though?
Looks like it's going to be Fazan in that rate, and Brody could say read him like a book, and Harry will try and will make an attempt to go for this retake, depending on exactly how he's going to do this. But Brody does assume that he's going to come from Z, but Harry does manage to see him, just barely misses Brody, but Brody will pull right back. Obviously, he's put a bomb in a great spot, but Harry's at a heavy disadvantage right now. But he does hear Brody. Does fake the fuse a couple of times, just trying to make him peek. It's just a matter of time. Harry may have to push, but will have to leave the bomb as well, I'm afraid. So that was well played by Brody, delaying things enough to take that round.
Yeah. Actually goes down as well. He's going to die at the bomb blast, so Brody gets away with the best possible outcome there, really. But the bomb down, you don't want to clutch the round. You find both frags as well. So this is going to be good for him. The economy on that T side is actually starting to get a whole lot better as well. Everyone's sitting in a much better position. Brody as well really got the cash to be a little bit of a human bank and carry on with that one. Meanwhile for PMC, they've got no kit boy. 2 players with armor. You've got 2 smokes there. 1 flash, a 5.72 CZ's a Deagle, a USP. So not really the most amazing loadout for a site push, but let's see if they can actually try and put up a little bit of a stopper barrier in front of the London Lynx side. But as of right now, they're just bursting in. Harry C, though, popping heads off as he runs around like a lunatic with that CZ. Trouble as well. Going to be laid to rest by the CZ madness. And it is left in a 2v2. All down to the 2v1 now. Brody has to try clutch it once again. Another one of these rounds. This time, though, with the AK. Does have the bomb. A whole lot more time to play as he goes over towards that B site. Emin can try find a gun and play for the retake.
You were right there. Harry did a fantastic job. He does have his little moments where we'll get a few multi-kills here and there, but Emin now is going to see what he can do. He hasn't got a kit, so we will have to play this out pretty quick, but depending on where he's going to come from, Brody is going to assume that he will be going on to site now. And he's just waiting to see exactly what happens. He's got good eyes on the site. I think Emin knows there's nothing much he can do, especially without a kit, and just like that, Brody continues that destruction.
Yeah, went back to try save the AWP as well, but unfortunately couldn't make it there in time. Doesn't matter though, as they have a ton of money to play with, so we'll instantly drop that AK over and buy up an AWP of his own. For PMC, double AWP setup now back in a commission. Harry C and Dexy. Dexy, 9 frags on the board, but he has had quite a few pivotal impact frags. He's been able to secure a couple of rounds off the kills he found, so maybe we can see some more of that. Some big kills coming back through. Harry C, though, takes down Brody. That's the man, the myth, the legend gone instantly. And that is a huge start. Adds to it more and more as well as the body count just keeps getting higher. Everyone hits the deck, and the final man to fall is going to be trouble, as Crit will knock him in the noggin.
What a final round of that half, considering Brody was definitely MVP those last few rounds of that bomb plant and keeping the PMC guys on the prowl, you could say. Delaying things enough to make sure they don't get that retake. So obviously he knows that from the previous rounds, PMC have had some good retakes. They've had good setups. no matter the numbers and the situation they're in. But it's great to see Brody actually manage to capitalise on that and realise what changes need to be made. But also, I think it's just due to the fact that PMC are pretty good at taking A side back. We saw that. But B, you know, I don't think it was more the case of they were better at taking the A side back. It's more the fact that obviously the numbers was a lot more different. Obviously, had a lot more 1v1s, 1v2s rather than a 3v5s kind of scenarios. But it's good to see just due to the fact that it was looking like a bit of a landslide. We know what Train is like as a map. But Lynx have brought this back now, and I think 6 rounds as a team isn't too bad.
Yeah, it was a good half for them, obviously. Better than what it looked like it was going to be at the start. Very slow burner. They finally woke up towards the end. We saw Brody basically being the whole driving force of the squad. And maybe they can step up now. Trials sometimes can be a player that comes into the game normally more so on the T side, but that hasn't really happened today. Maybe CT half, he gets an M4 in his hands, he's going to be feeling confident, he's warmed up with the rifle, he'll be able to punish, as he can definitely step up when they need him to. A little bit more from Tarus as well would help out. Cyber having a bit more of a quiet one as well. Everyone on London Lynx just not seeming like they're fully there. Maybe this half will be a little bit better for them. But we kick it off. 1 minute and 27 seconds left on the clock. PMC, one player there towards Ivy, the other one faking on B. The true play is the 3-man push straight out towards the A site. Brody looking to try and slow them down. Trouble comes in as well to help, as Emin has just shown his cards.
But Trials eventually does get one of his own. Trouble does get the next pick as well, but Harry C managed to get crucial trades as well. He's playing really well the last few rounds. He's just definitely been forced to be reckoned with. I think that's 3 now, almost a 4th, but Trouble managed to stop him in his tracks. And it's only Crit left just to make sure that bomb doesn't get defused, but London Lynx, again, taking these rounds back. A crucial pistol round for them. And as you can see, Brody's just tool of destruction. This will not stop. How can you stop this guy?
I know.
Big man Brody.
He's been very effective. I mean, 19 frags to his name right now. Top fragging on the entire server there. 2 kills above Harry C. Been very, very pivotal. And he has actually instantly go for the M4 buy as well. So he isn't really trying to work towards that instant pickup on the AWP. Just wants to go for the M4. Doesn't even favor the SMG in this scenario. But you do have 2 teammates there going for the SMGs as well. Trials, he's got the MP7. UMP over on Tarus. Armed with the T for utility. Early nade to try and hold back the push from mid. But the true play is going to be up towards Ivy. You've got the 3 Musketeers lying in wait, ready to cause some havoc. Let's see. They're going to do Emin and Dexy looking to lead the charge.
Yeah, Brody's definitely had his wee books this morning, isn't he?
Other brands of cereal are available.
Yeah, Rice Krispies?
Yeah.
I'm more of a Frosties man.
Yeah.
What about you?
I like unbranded cereal 1.
Oh, you're one of those guys,
Yeah,
are you?
that's good. I don't know, I've not had breakfast cereal for a very long time. Brody, though, still finding kills. That's not slowed down. Trials as well. The MP7 comes through, eliminates Fazan. Harry C going to have his head lopped clean off. His Trouble hits him so hard there. Trials coming back through. Everyone's just getting picked to pieces. PMC, I mean, they've just kind of peeked one by one. Little bobs and weaves, showing a bit of leg, a bit of How's Your Father, and it's not gone well.
No, it hasn't. And Dexy, last man alive. They are trying to get the pick on him, and eventually they do. Trials, a little bit more body disrespect. Why not, you know? Got kind of trying to show he's the daddy, you know?
Yep. Well, they were choking on the first half. So maybe he is the daddy. 8-9 is the scoreline, as we're going to carry on with this one. PMC, they've got the AKs now. They've grabbed the Kalashnikovs. Let's see if they can slay, or if today is going to be a good day.
Of course, PMC, not too much utility to play with. But they will do exactly what they can. Trials is waiting patiently. And PMC trying to find any information they can at the moment. Fazan is waiting, but Trials managed to shoot for the smoke and take out Emin anyway, but Crit managed to get the trade-off there. Cyber does know he's there, he's going to pull back. Try and wait for another opportunity to see if he can get that pick on Crit. But it seems like now PMC are trying to go for that B execute, potentially.
If there was a character limit on being an artist, do you think that Eminem would be called Emin?
That's a tough one. Probably.
Yeah. The real Slim Shady would just be the RL Slim Shad. That's what you need. Push coming out there towards the B site. They're going to try and bombard their way in, see if they can sneak in through the backstage of this M&M tour. Tarus, though, trying to see if he can get away with this. Does actually get tagged, because it looks like they haven't called it. Crit just didn't want to go for the face. In the end, does go for the peak, kills Tarus. You've got the 3-on-4 retake, only one kit. Actually, they did have all 5 kits, but they're all dead, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Everyone's just getting popped with the AKs. Trouble knows there's no reason to just walk into that site. Just going to get blown to bits. So instead, does back off, go for the save. And look at the contrast there as well on London Lynx. Brody, 20 frags. He's done so much. If he has quiet rounds, they do struggle. And that's now PMC going to have a 2-round lead in the advantage here. They actually don't allow London Lynx to get all 3 rounds off the back of the pistol as well. So it's unfortunate for them.
You're absolutely right, I think. PMC as well, stat line-wise, none of them are actually having a bad game. But you've got Fazan and Harry C who do stand out from the crowd. But it's good to see, and of course, some of the London Lynx members are falling behind a little bit. But we are slowly catching up, considering the last few rounds they've managed to bag.
Ooh, crit. The entry frag. Goes for the fast face. Going to be able to double it up as well. Hits him with the Subaru peak because he gets the headshot over on towards Brody. Just 3 players now remaining on London Lynx, and they're not looking too great. Nades are going to be launched in towards him. Trials. Small pack of damage. Just a little 1 wiped off him. Trouble as well, just looking for the frags. Does overextend. He actually had the M4 as well. He was the one that needed to bring the ruckus, but instead he is dead.
Yeah, didn't do the best of jobs. Not gonna lie, Dex is gonna get that bomb down. Sadly for him, this will be a lost cause, and Harry C will finish things up. So PMC's T-sides not looking too bad. We're not too sure if it's as strong as their CT, obviously. This is still early days going into the second half, but now, as you remember, PMC didn't really have too much utility to play with. They have a lot more now, so we'll have to see going into this next buy round.
London Lynx have the double AWP as well. Trouble, he's gone for the glass cannon though. No investment to the armor there. Wanted to just try and, you know, play a little bit risky, see if it works out for him. Tarus on the close angle, gets the audio cue. Here's the absolute herd of elephants that are coming towards him. So chucks down the smoke, has the Molotov as well to work with, but instead just going to spam away, takes down Harry C, blows his legs to bits, and here comes the support as well from Trouble. Takes down Dexy. They're now into a pretty good position. Trouble on the cross. Another free frag just gifted to him, Harry. It's not looking good for PMC here. Crit and Fzan, only 2 left. Crit goes down. It's up to Fzan now to clutch it. Not going to happen. His back has been broken. Slowly going to fall off the bomb train. It's another round.
Trouble had could say some very crucial kills coming into that to make sure they delayed PMC enough for that rotation. And literally cleaned house. So it seems like 3 AWPs from PMC. Okay, I'll be interested in this, considering what's going to happen. Maybe they'd fancy a bit of a change, you know? Why not? They got the bank to do it.
Yeah, try and go for something a bit audacious. Dexy over with Fazan there. Go for the play up towards Ivy, but Brody just does him in. That's an easy frag for free. Makes it a little bit more awkward. They do know there was another player there supporting him. Harry C actually comes back through, gets the headshot over towards Trouble, so at least it's not completely going to waste, the fact they invested so much into those AWPs, but still this does favour that T side. PMC, they can build from this. Harry C though on the adjustment, should have spotted out the arm there, will get the flick up as well. Kills Trials. Now there's only 3 men remaining on the London Lynx side. Are they going to go extinct?
It looks like it at this rate, but it seems like now, after Lynx's first frag, they were having a bit of trouble, but in the end, Fazan does get taken out. But it's just the 2 AWPers left. Brody is still alive. Waiting to see exactly what's going on. Trying to find some information on CT Spawn, but Harry C just barely misses him. But Emma now just being so patient, and Harry managed to get one of his own as well, so it's only Cyber left. And again, Emin gets a second and managed to clean up. So well played PMC for taking that back. I think there was, I think they were about a man down at one point during that last part.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it should have been the round there for London Lynx. It's actually a big step up. PMC going to be able to go through. They have a major lead here against London Lynx as well. They're into a good position. This should be a 13th round, really, unless they play too close. We've got the double AWP set up. We have no reason to really be in the face of these London Lynx players. It's a heavy stack on the A site as well. They're just going to go for an all-out push, charge their way in. Harry C gets the short end of the stick here. He has the fullback. Luckily, though, all that utility can drop the molly, drop the HE if they push with it. Fazan already trying to keep them busy as he pops out through Pop Dog. The only player that was on B this entire time is Tarus as well. Now, he's just been waiting for this. He has the strike. If he can get 2 frags here, maybe they can win off the back of it, but instead it's just damage. Only tags them up, but doesn't really frag them out.
And it looks like Fazan and Harry are carrying on with this destruction so far. And Dexy is waiting for him to peek. Eventually does get him. Already did take a risk there. And Fazan again, I think that was a 3 or 4K, I think. From what I saw from Fazan, not 100%, but as you see from the stats, Fazan 22 and 12, Harry C 23 and 13, and no one from PMC having a bad game. But of course, Brody on a Lynx squad still doing well for himself.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Obviously, if PMC, they can try and carry on with this. It should basically be a free 14th round. Then you're only 1 away from the safety net. You know, you've got yourself a match point. You can build from that quite easily. Trials actually with a nice headshot towards Fazan, but the rest of his teammates are going down. Brody gets the initial connection. Tarus arms himself. He has got the AK at least. Very nice little tap on Emin. Does have to go for the reload and the reface, and unfortunately headers a nade as well, so he is left on 21. It's just a battle of the AWPs here really now. Dexy going to go for the drive-by. Kills him with the CZ as well. Finishes off Tarus. That nade damage coming in massive, helping him out quite a lot there.
And it's only Trouble left alive at the moment. He's actually on A site, and of course, there's not really too much you can do there. We'll find out now that both Dexy and Harry are on that B site. I wouldn't blame him if he just got a gun and just carried it into the next round, which he will do. There's absolutely no reason for him to go for that retake unless he does want to take out one of the AWPers. But in terms of economy, PMC are got a fair amount of change, so they can do what they please, you could say. And now it will back off. It will be 14-9, and London Lynx will definitely need to make some changes going into this.
Yeah, they got to adapt soon, and they have to adapt quick, smart. They need to make a decision and try it and hit the ground running with it. Pause comes out as well. Hopefully this is going to be a tactical for London Lynx, so they can work out what exactly is going on and what they can try and adjust. In terms of the cash, basically just under 5K across the board for everyone. They can try and reinvest into it. They can go for the play. PMC, double AWP there, still coming through. Fazan, 2.9K. Someone can drop him an AK. He can buy full nades. He's got armor. PMC definitely have the advantage. Have the confidence as well. They know they can just go for fast rounds. They've been able to get the upper hand, time in, time out. Can London Lynx actually find some kind of crack and pave over it? It's yet to be seen.
I think that dent in the armor for PMC was when London Lynx started playing a lot more aggressive style in terms of pushing in onto the site. You saw before with London Lynx, they were playing very slow, very passive, trying to get any picks they can towards the end of each round, and it seemed like it didn't work. But towards the end of that first half, you noticed that London Lynx were playing a lot more aggressive on the site. They were changing things up, their setup, how they actually execute it, and it was really well played. And another thing as well, they executed more on the B site because PMC struggled to try and get those retakes. But it's like I said before, London Lynx now on this CT side, we're hoping for bare half of them, but they are just struggling to adapt to their playstyle and how they actually do things. This could be one of the small advantages of being part of a very good mix.
Yeah, that is true. Meanwhile, in the other game we have going on as well, Vexed found success over Royals and did pick up a win there. And it looks like PMC might be close to getting themselves another win as well over London Lynx if they can carry on. They need 2 more rounds One to get themselves to match point, and one to take the win with the 16th. Brody, though, kills Harry C. Finds that first frag. The T's have a fair bit of control on this site, though. No defense towards Ivy. Fazan's just been allowed to tiptoe his way through the tulips, do whatever he likes and get the first frag. Crit as well. Somehow continues on with the damage as well. Just laying people out left, right, and center. Tarus is gone, and they have just been blown away.
PMC haven't really been too aggressive on the Ivy side. I noticed that obviously they would have someone there just to hold a position just to see if they can get anything going or just try and feed themselves some information. Brody, as you can tell, wasn't even paying attention to that side of the site. And as you can see, Fazan got Ivy for free, went around the back, said hello, got a couple of picks of his own and managed to clean up.
Yeah, it's just destabilizes everything though at that point as well. It's a huge backstab. He's allowed to come in with a flank. They had no idea. The lurk hit him way too hard, and this might be the upfront uppercut to end it as well. Trying to hit him with a biff as they come straight in towards the site. Only Trials and Brody that remain. It's all on Brody. Unfortunately for the big man, not today. He's had two huge clutch